Yeah, it's pretty old. This is the first blind on the whole place, so try. Kind of sad, but there's nothing left, and we tried working on it. It's small. And
not a burn. So on today's agenda, we're spraying again, and no rain, of course. Well, I say that we got a 3 or 4 tenths rain, and it soaked up within an hour, so it didn't do anything for us. The ground's cracked here like crazy, so we're doing everything we can to have a duck crop. Got the power units running, 2 different power units on rice and corn. At this point, we've got no other options. So today I'm spraying. I'm trying to clean up all the rice before we flood it, because after that we obviously can't spray it. Trying to get all that sprayed and cleaned up, and no rain in the forecast. I think we're up to 40 days of a drought. So we're gonna get cleaned up. Eric's moving some dirt on the north end in the new hold. So yeah, back to the grind.
all right, let's do it. So here we go. We're gonna burn a blind. It's nice today. It's only about 90 degrees. Still no rain, so we're gonna burn this blind, see if we can't make a spot to put another pontoon. Hopefully we can burn it and get in here and clean whatever metal and what's left up with the excavator before we start the pump. So yeah, it's pretty old. This is the first blind on the whole place, so kind of sad, but there's nothing left, and we've tried working on it, and it's small, and it's got to be gotten rid of because it's in a good spot, and it's a great place to put a floating blind, and we're excited to be able to hunt here again, and hopefully we'll catch rain this weekend. But if not, as you can tell, there's a hole here that's still got water. It's unbelievable. This is the first time we've been able to walk in here before August 15th, probably in 5 years. So here we go, 4 years, whatever it is. So we're gonna light it up, see what happens. Any shit paper or anything in there? She's going. Well, we're gonna try saving cattle panel. Die. Not a burn.
I talked about how bad the drought was, and you see water behind us. Never had to do this before, but the last 2 or 3 years down here working, we could not get a stand of corn. When it came up, it flooded out, and this whole flat right here by the blind was always just soaking wet or underwater. And obviously we're in this 30-40 day drought. Blind 6 behind me here, and we're having to pump this whole thing up just to flush the corn. We hope it works. We have no idea if it is. Hopefully we get the water off in time. That way we're not killing the corn. But should work. It's gonna take a long time because the cracks in this ground are probably 2 inches wide. So probably take 3 more days. We'll see. Stay tuned.
What happens when you when you water seed rice, it makes the plant extremely vulnerable to. What you do is you prune the roots when you spray it. So some of this is barnyard grass. It got pruned too from some of the stuff we used. But anyhow, all right. So look. So when you seed this rice, you just put it on top of the ground when it's wet, a lot like millet, or when it's flooded, and drain it down. So as you can tell, it just doesn't have much root, and honestly, in the drought we're in, it should be dead. So usually we don't even have to pump water down here. We just do little patches, 2 or 3 acre patches of rice, and it'll make just like a normal crop because the ground's so heavy. But it's so hot and extreme conditions, we're trying to make a decision whether to work it or leave it or what. So, you know, we've got to spray some chemicals to keep these broadleafs killed out that are very hard on the root system of rice. So, and barnyard grass in general, and just everything good. But Suspania, coffee bean, whatever you want to call it, we do not like pigweeds. You know, we have morning glories come up out here. Pretty much when it's dry, everything comes up that you don't want to come up. So we're not in just terrible shape, but there's some spots, but as you can tell, that pretty tough lick. Might be fine if we get a rain, but here end of July, you're wanting your rice a little bit bigger than that. But we've got to stand. We just need to we need to get some water on here. So this is what the Suspania looks like that we're trying to keep killed out of here the next year. So it'll be here for 2 years until you get it killed out. It's just a pain in the ass. Gets in your grills, makes everything run hot, gets in your face when you're trying to spray. So, you know, we don't know what's going to happen, but we know we need a rain. We know we're burning a lot of diesel trying to keep water on wetlands because they're not growing. It's a pretty rough situation, but we're going to make do. If not, we're going to have a bunch of millet here, and we're just going to see what happens, try to decide what the right and wrong move is, and go from there.
So we just got back yesterday from the Shin launch party. It was an absolute blast. Great people. And we came back down to Eagle's Nest this morning. Still hadn't rained. I think we're at 45 or 50 days now. Feels like 100. But today we get to spread a little bit of jet millet. We're going to spread it in this new duck hole. This is what we were disking in the last video, so got it nice and disked up to a powder. And we actually have a rain coming Sunday, we think. AccuWeather says 2 inches. Probably miss us, but either way, we gotta hope that the good Lord blesses us with some rain, and hope this millet comes up too. But we're gonna spread it here in this powder dirt. We're gonna spread it at 25 pounds to the acre, so you're getting about 2 acres to the bag. If we get the dirt covered over it and it rains, it should look awesome in here. Hopefully it all comes up, and then in a few weeks we'll probably have to spray it for coffee bean and red vine, but we're gonna get going. So whenever we started doing work on this farm, there's a big old patch of willows right in the middle of the farm that we just call the willow woods. We're just thinking this whole time, man, ducks have got to use these willows. And the first year we had it, never seen a duck in it. It was thick, overgrown, just terrible. I mean, there was a reason that ducks didn't use it. There wasn't any open water or nothing. And the second year we had it, we decided to come in here and spray it all down and clean it up with the skid steer mower as much as we could. And we worked on it. Finally to where it was just slick. And we're like, all right, well, let's try it again this year. And sure enough, when the ducks started using Unit 3 over here, back behind my right shoulder, this butts up against Unit 3. And we're like, let's go try the willow hole one day. So we did. Didn't kill a duck, but we had several group slide in it. So we're like, all right, there's a chance. So the next year, we cleared it out even more and started seeing ducks in it. So we're finally to the point where ducks are starting to use it. It's clean, open water, shiny. It ripples in this big hole. And the last day of season, not only the last day, but several days, right behind me, we shot a bunch of limits out of it. So today I'm spraying it out again. Pretty much that's all we got to do because we already cleared it all out with the skid steer mower. So I'm just spraying it down. Hopefully the sunshine hits it and pretty much melts everything down. So next time we come back, it's gonna be a slick looking piece of woods.